Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Cottage Garden. If you watched the first video, you will have an idea of how Cottage Garden works. So I'm just going to do a playthrough. I've set the game up for 2 players. Each player doesn't have a color, so we've just got player 1 and player 2. Let's run through it. This should run fairly quickly. So on player 1's first turn, he has a choice of any of these tiles. He thinks he'll grab this one simply because it will fit in that space really nicely. Okay, there's nothing else he can do because he's not up to a scoring round, so we move the gardener along 1. Now player 2 has a choice of those 4 tiles, and he's going to straight away grab that guy, which will fit into the bottom corner there really nicely. We move along. Player 1 again, he's going to grab this one. This one is a garden cloche, so that's actually going to be worth moving a blue token forward when he gets to a scoring round, so that's worthwhile having. He'll look ahead a little bit to see where he can put this one. So his next lineup is going to be these 2 guys, which can go... So he can grab that one, which can go into this space. Then his next choices will be these ones. So he'll probably try and grab that one. Now this is a matter of remembering as well, and that will fill up this spot here. Then his next choice will be on that line, which none of them will work for. So he'll probably grab a pot. And in fact, there's nothing else. Oh, the one he really wants is this one here. So he's not going to be able to have a chance at getting that one. So he might just put the cloche in there, and we'll have to fill this space up or rethink what he's going to grab. So the next player likes the look of filling up a whole bunch of space. He's going to throw that in there. This one comes around the corner. Yeah, he'll grab the one he was going to grab and put that in up that way. Next player, I think he's going to grab that one. That won't fit just there, but it will fit here. So it's probably a nice spot to go. Okay, moving forward, he's going to get this one, which will go in just there. Oh, he's put that in the wrong spot. Was that what I was going to grab? I can't remember. Ooh, so I could put that in there, and let's see what happens. I'll think about that in a second. So player 2. Now, if you're playing along at home, you might be able to see some really quick things to fill up that I'm not seeing. So he's going to do that. Everyone will visualize this slightly differently. And remember, these tiles are able to go upside down as well. Now, neither of those are helpful to me. What I do have the option of doing is spending one of my cat tiles to refill one of the 2 spots, or even I could spend 2 cat tiles to refill 2 spots. It's just a matter of whether that's going to actually be helpful to me, which in this case it actually is. So I'm going to spend 1 cat. You always refill from the gardener up, so move the wheelbarrow forward, and that then releases this one and makes it available, so I can fit that in just there. Moving on, the gardener comes down to here now. He thinks he can fit this one in really easily on that bottom corner. Now we come to an actual refill spot. So from the wheelbarrow, we take the first one, it goes closest to the gardener, and we do that all the way through. So we do that because there were 3 empty spots. Move the wheelbarrow forward. So he's got a choice now. He could take a flower pot and fill up that 1 empty spot and finish this board off to start a new one, or he could grab one of those 4 tiles and put it in place to on the second garden bed. I think that he's actually going to take the pot, put it in that slot just there, and that will finish off that bed. So he gets to a scoring round. So on a scoring round, we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 visible pots. So we push one of the orange tiles forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots. And there are there's 3 cloches, so we push one of the blue ones forward 3 spots. That board then comes off, return hot to the reserve, place the other flower tiles in the lineup, so they'll come around again later. You flip that over, so the other side will become available next time, and take the board that was in reserve, and that board becomes the reserve board. And then it's the other player's turn, so the gardener moves forward 1. Now he could take this and place it in one of those spots. However, it's going to cover up a cloche, and they're fairly valuable points, so he doesn't want to do that. This one is of no value because it's going to cover up a couple of spots. It won't actually fit in anywhere. So he can't do anything with what's up there. He could pay 1 or 2 cats to release one of these two. But once again, this one won't fit onto either of the boards. And without covering stuff up, and neither will this one. So there's no value in doing that. So what he's going to do instead, he will place a pot on that board. Okay, the gardener moves forward. Player 1 is going to grab this one because that can fill up a lot of space really quickly. Gardener moves forward again. Player 2 is going to once again grab another pot and put that in, and then he will, as an additional move, play a cat, which will finish off that board for him, and he'll get to score that board. On scoring, he has 1, 2, 3, 4 of the pots, and he's got 1, 2, 3 of the cloches. That cat returns to the reserve. The 2 flower pots also return to the reserve, and the other tiles just continue the path forward. There's 3 empty spaces, so each of those spaces is now filled with new flower beds. The wheelbarrow moves forward. Player 1 is going to grab that one. Player 2, I actually grabbed this one this time. Throw that in there. Notice I flipped that flower bed upside down from where it was. Now, as the gardener comes across around this corner to the start position again, we turn that to the number 3. And I think that's probably as good a place as any to stop the game. You've seen how it scores. You've seen how we refill the gardener's space. You've seen how we use the cats and the flower pots. Look, I think that's everything that we need to deal with. Do notice, just so while I'm on it, that there are some flower beds that actually have a pot on them as well, and they would score when they come through. So I'll leave that there. I hope this has helped give you a better idea of how Cottage Garden plays. I hope this helps you get Cottage Garden to the table. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. If you've got any comments or suggestions, please write them below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.